Visceral Killer here, coming live for Hammer Down Racing Series with the Xfinity cars tonight. Tonight we are running the Xfinity League, and they are on times to wear 100% race length at Martinsville tonight. There will be relaxed cautions as well. As of right now, I'm bringing the race to you guys by myself. I'll try to do the best I can. Currently, right now, just waiting for the join invite so that I can get in and bring you guys the live race action. But we are at the paperclip, and this is a tricky track. Very heavy braking into 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Both sides of the track going to be real difficult to keep off cars. I think we're going to see a lot of front ends hitting a lot of rear ends here in this race and causing a lot of chain reaction effects kind of going on right there. And that may make tempers flare a little bit. So I think qualifying position is going to be the number one thing you want to look out for here is those top 1, 2, 3, maybe even 4 guys should break away from the pack as the pack kind of struggles to battle. And it is a tough track to pass at. You almost, have to hope for the guy to get loose ahead of you, or you have to do the little Martinsville bump and run to gain any position here on the track. So just waiting now for the join invite, like I said, and this is the first playoff race in the the round of is it the round of 16 or the round of 12? I'm not sure. I know this is the first round of the playoffs, so there is I don't know how Xfinity does it for sure. I think it's 16. Oh, just got the join message, so I will get us into the race right now. Unfortunately, it's the day race as the Xfinity did not offer the night race, which is much cooler on the stream and much cooler for the drivers to run. But still, Martinsville all the same. Going to be a long, bumping and banging, grinding race, and really excited to see what these guys are bringing to the table out here. It says waiting for drivers, so we're about to go green any second here in the Xfinity Series for the first race of the playoffs. So round of 12, yeah. As we have Schlinken on the pole. That is the craziest damn thing I've ever seen at the start of a race. Schlinken on the pole leading us into turn 1 with Anxious Yeti, Dunlap, and is that Dark Knight back there? Yeah, so there a lot of beating and banging. We got Rye up here as well. Schlinken going to take that quick little jump out to the lead here. Dunlap close on his bumper. Anxious Yeti in 3rd, Dark Knight in 4th, Rye in 5th, and I believe that is Biker and King Pile up there in 5th and 6th. We'll kind of keep it on old Schlinken here. Youngest driver in HDRS. And he was locked into the playoffs with a victory, and he's looking to score another one to go to the round of 12 right here at Martinsville. As we see front-end damage on Dunlap already, and this is, what's expected here is not knowing when people are going to let up and where the braking zones are. A lot of cars tend to get together on these restarts until things kind of get straightened out on the longer run. We'll go back to Anxious, who started outside pole, and he has fallen back to 3rd with Dark Knight working over his bumper. Dark Knight going to look inside here, going to try a little crossover. Anxious was able to get the run off the turn. Rye is closely behind them in the 5th position. Oh, something happened to... a caution already. As it shows Dunlap Racing on pit road. Did he lag out? Oh no. What is happening there? As I see multiple cars on pit road. Hollywood, Dunlap, Collins, Bilski. Maybe they're just... Okay, they got to be doing pit stops. Otherwise, I don't know what's going on here. Okay, so I guess they're going again. I guess they are all leaving this lobby right now, so I'll go ahead and disconnect. I'm not exactly sure what happened there. Haven't gotten a message about it. Okay, I guess they all agreed since it was so early in the run that because of lag outs, they were going to let somebody come back into the race, give it another chance. Maybe they had the lobby sitting for too long, but well, I hope you guys listening to my voice because it's probably going to take them another 15 minutes to get everyone back in the correct qualifying order. And wow, I've never seen this before. This is odd to me. I wonder who gave the go ahead for that. That's really odd. Okay. Here, let me go ahead and look something up real quick for you guys here. All right, I'll go ahead and hit you guys with a pre-race but post-race of the first race, but pre-race of the second race, visceral killer dad joke of the race. I'll have a couple more of these throughout the race tonight. I had a game of quiet tennis today. It's just like regular tennis, but without the racket. I have nobody else in the booth to boo my joke, so I'm just gonna let you guys in the comments take that care of that for me. As we have King Pile joining in the booth now. Maybe he'll be able to give me a little bit of an insight into what's going on right now.
Okay, so basically, let me go back through all the messages here, what I just saw. They're picking up Shady Acres because his game got corrupt, I'm guessing. So they're going to restart.
Heard it here. Shady Acres game must be a Republican politician because it is corrupted.
How is the HDRS Nation going tonight, and how are you doing tonight, Killer?
Oh, I'm doing much better now that I have somebody else in the booth. I was worried it was going to just be me for this long race tonight.
No, sir. I was coming as fast as I can get into the house and do what I got to do. But I'm here now with you.
Yeah, so Hammer Down Racing Series live here at Martinsville. And I just want to say to all the viewers right now, welcome King Pile into the booth with me. And since we have a little break here before a second restart, we're going to give it another go with this race here. I just want to say like, comment, and subscribe to Hammer Down Racing Series on YouTube. And don't forget to hit that notification bell. That way you'll be alerted every time we go live, and you won't miss a single second of the electrifying action that is Hammer Down Racing.
Absolutely, Hammer Down Racing Series is a place to be. We definitely can bring in the exciting racing as we did last week at New Hampshire.
Absolutely, and we're here in the first run of the playoffs, the very first race in the round of 12. And, you know, maybe, Pyle, you can get on the Facebook group and bring up the people who are in the playoffs, because I can't remember exactly the order off the top of my head, and I've had to have like a stream up and everything. So
yeah, hold on here 1 second, and I will definitely get that up for you.
I can definitely see why Panda really needed help in the booth. There's just so many things to go over and so many different X factors and things to bring up that you need somebody else with or I'd have to have a second phone.
This is very true.
As I believe I have not received another invite, so there we go. I just got one from Biker. Have you received one as well, Pyle?
I have. I got one from Biker as well. So basically,
awesome.
I do got your round of 12 playoff roster for the Xfinity Series. And number 1 is Dark Knight. Hollywood is number 2. Dunlap, Filsky, myself. Death, Be New, Silence, Frank, Canute, Biker, and Hothead are your top 12.
All right, and everybody give some best wishes to Pyle as he's dealing with some tendonitis. That's why he's in the booth with me tonight. As who's your fill-in driver tonight, bud? Happy Racing. Ray Graham, very fast driver, always in the comments here supporting the stream. Just want to wish him some good luck out there on the track tonight, as he is filling in for King Pyle tonight, who is injured and unable to run. But so happy to have him here as my partner in the booth tonight. We're going to have a good time. And what do you think some of the things to look out on the track are?
Some of the things that you're going to really have to watch out for is your braking points. When you're out front, you can run your line. But when you're in the top 5, the top 10, or even in the back, there's different breaking points. You're gonna have to be very patient. It's very hard to pass around this place,
Yeah,
as you know through practice.
yeah. Just saw it at the start of that race before they had to restart the lobby. That second, third, fourth, fifth on back, everybody had front end damage already from the stack up that happens. So we're going to want to get these guys calmed down. Remember, you can't win the race at the beginning, but you can definitely lose it if you get heavy damage from overdriving your turn, get heavy front end damage. Your car is going to be 2, 3, 4 tenths slower, maybe even a whole second slower, depending on how heavy the damage is. So you really got to back it up
Absolutely.
here on these restarts and let things kind of get spaced out. Martinsville is a very long run, and it's a lot of laps we're going to have here, and it's going to be plenty of time for them to get spaced out, and that's when you can make your moves here.
Absolutely. I mean, you just got to be. The number one key is being patient, and the second key is methodically planning out your moves.
Exactly, and just like we saw last week at New Hampshire, this is another one of those tracks with very, very flat banking, and it's another one of those
Very
tracks
tight
where
corners.
you have to control your throttle control late in the run, otherwise that back end's going to want to spin out on you.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And yeah, no, I've been on the bad end of those. You know, going in through the middle of a run, you definitely you want to stay away from the candy cane here. You hit that candy cane, and you're going around. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. There ain't no saving it.
Yeah, as yeah, once again, like just like we saw last week at New Hampshire, we might see a lot of pit strategy here. Is I'm sure we're going to have several cautions and once we hit cautions, we're going to have more cautions because they just like to breed more cautions. And when we get into that point, we're going to start seeing people who are like, well, do I want to stay out and try to push this whole fuel run? Because you're going to be running 6, 7, 8 tenths slower than you would be with fresh tires. And we're going to see people like, do I want to come in and get fresh tires and, be able to hold my car wide open around this entire track? Or do I want to stay out on these worn tires where I have to really feather the throttle? So I'm curious to see how that plays out. Who can hold on for the
Absolutely.
long runs?
Absolutely. I mean, I had my car set up for a year for the longer run. Not the short run, but the longer run. And I was hoping for this race, but, some things came up. But the best of luck to my to Happy, and hopefully he can, give me a solid points day.
Yeah. So once again, just want to go over how this works. Since Pyle did have to miss a race and he has a fill-in, he will get the points from Happy's finishing position. But if Happy were to win this race, Pyle will not be locked in from that win to the round of 12. He will just get the
No,
points for it.
that's correct.
I was just told to join the race, so here we go, Pyle. Let's get back into this action.
Absolutely.
And thank you once again for getting in here and helping me out in the booth tonight.
Oh, absolutely, man. It's my pleasure, and it's going to be fun.
Absolutely. I think it'll be a lot more fun for us up here in the booth than it is for the guys on the track. And then just once again, Pyle, since it's just me and you up here as owner of HD at RS, help me look
Mm,
out for things on the track that we may see.
absolutely.
Jinx may be with us at some point this race. I have some terrible news, guys. Jinx said, screw the viewers. I want to watch the finale of the Halo show. Yeah, he said, my priorities are not here. I'm just kidding. Jinx will be here. As we got the start now, and Schlinken once again leader with Anxious Yeti second, third place Dunlap, fourth Dark Knight, and fifth Rye. Much different start to this race than the first one. As Happy is up there for you as well in sixth place. Your fill-in
Yes, he
driver
is.
looking good already.
Absolutely.
I'm going to
Love
keep
to
it
see
on
it.
Schlink here for a second, but don't know that I'll stay on him for too long as these leaders will get spaced out pretty quickly. So I'm going to scroll back to Anxious here, who's in a battle with Rye and Hollywood and Dark Knight.
All right.
Whoa, Dark Knight hit the candy cane, and he was around. We'll have to see if that brings out a caution. Anxious Yeti down on the candy cane, too. He did not spin. Oh, unfortunate for Dark Knight, a playoff driver.
Yes.
That was not a caution. And you see Binu Stu creeping up there behind Hollywood. As we have running order, first Schlinken, second Dunlap, third Rye, fourth Anxious Yeti. Fifth is going to be Hollywood. In sixth place, we have that is Binu Stu. And then seventh, we have a battle between Biker and Filski.
All right.
As I'll drop back there on Biker. Filski just got around Biker. Biker, you know, is a seasoned driver for HDRS, though, so you know he's going to give it his all.
Absolutely.
And he's got Death Before Dishonor behind him and King Canute behind Death. Whoa, Biker way down low there. I think he got a little loose coming off that turn. As Collins is taking a look on the inside, as Frankenstein and Lando are battling for the same position. Collins going to push it inside, gives a little bit of a door to Biker. Biker does not back down. Frank right there, too. Collins got all sorts of loose in that. Lando's going to get around him as well. Then Travis in there in the mix as well.
Now we got Happy back there as well.
Now, I wonder what happened to Happy to get back there in that mix.
I don't know.
He's running that Sleepy Well 92 machine for you as a fill-in. Shady Acres looking to the inside of Collins here, going into 3 and 4. Can he make it stick? He did.
Oh, he did.
Collins is going to get that run on the high side, though. I'm going to rotate back through towards the front here.
All right. I got
As we have Schlinken still leading this race. Not a huge gap, though, as we have second place Dunlap, and I believe is that Dark Knight a lap down behind him? That is. I think Dark Knight has gone a lap down from that prior spin. So he's going to give it his all here, but Dark Knight was the fastest in practice, so as long as he can keep a good line going here, he's racing to be the only car a lap down, so he should get that back at the end of the stage.
Oh, absolutely. You know, even through pit strategy, you know, he might work himself on the lead lap. You never know.
Absolutely, as we are on lap 11 of 70 here in stage 1. So I do believe we will have to make one pit stop here, as I think the cars can only go about 60 laps. Lap 12 now, and want to do a big shout out to HDRS Hothead RTR, aka Rye, for providing the stream tonight, so I can give you guys lap count and position count.
Absolutely.
As I'm curious to see if Dunlap's got anything for old Schlink here, because Schlinken looked like he was going to pull away, but Dunlap might be closing in on the bumper. And once again, we're about, I don't know, I'd say about 5 or 6 laps away before cars start getting a little bit loose on exit. Seems to happen around lap 20.
About that, yeah. About between lap 20 to 25 is when it starts to, you know, get the wear down, and that's when you know what you have on a longer run.
Absolutely. Once again, want to get a big shout out here to my partner in the booth, King Pyle. Injured, had to have a fill-in, but he's still up here helping me out, because Lord knows you all would not want to listen to me drone on for 200 laps.
Oh, we love hearing your voice every now and then, and every week.
As Dunlap is on the inside, passing for the lead. Let's see if Schlink can hold on. He gives him the door. Schlink's going to have the outside run. They should be side by side going into 1 and 2. Lap 16 right now. Dunlap is to the lead. Schlink going for a crossover, and I think Dunlap may have blocked it.
Yeah, he did. Ooh,
a little bit of a buffer from Schlink there.
A little bit.
As I think that actually helped Dunlap. It looked like it gave him a little bit of a draft boost.
It did. And it looks like Dunlap is starting to pull away a little bit.
Yeah, he may have a longer run setup as you said. Oh wow, we had a lot of calamity going on right there.
Yeah, we did.
No caution, surprisingly.
Surprisingly, no cautions.
So we have a finicky flag man again tonight as we'll probably see one car hit the wall with no one else involved, and it'll bring out a caution. But apparently 3 or 4 spinning is keep it green. As we are on lap 19, coming to lap 20 for stage 1. As they pass the Geico restart zone there. Lap 20, Dunlap, our current leader, with Schlinken in second. Who is that in third? Is that Anxious Yeti in third, making up a little bit of time. He's trying to catch these guys, but he's got to be careful to save those tires. As we have Rye in fourth. And then Binu Stu in fifth in that number 5 machine. Filsky in sixth. Hollywood in seventh.
All right.
And then I believe that is Travis and Shady Acres in 8th and 9th. And then Collins in 10th having a good show.
Good stuff.
So I'll keep it on this battle between Hollywood and Filsky here. Hollywood inside, Filsky on the outside. Filsky up into the wall a little bit. That will allow Hollywood to get the run in the preferred line going into 1 and 2. As we are now on lap 22. So here's where we may see strategy. As it is going to be a 1 pit stop run, as there's no fuel saving allowed here in Hammerdown Racing Series. So we're coming into the range where in the next 10 laps or so, we could see cars peel off and try to split the stage. That way they could have, maximum tire wear. But then we can see others stay out and try to run it and then pit with only, 7 or 8 laps to go in the stage.
Right. Very true. I don't know. For me, if my car is feeling absolutely good, I'm going to try to stay out as long as possible.
Yeah. I think that would be smart as well, as definitely track position is important here. As Hollywood, a little bit of a bump into Binu Stu here, as they are teammates in the Cup. So we'll see how these guys work together running out here on the track, as Binu Stu is in 5th and Hollywood is in 6th.
Yeah, we got Lando and...
As Rye just makes a pass for 3rd place on Anxious Yeti on lap 25 here. That battle between Hollywood and Stu has allowed Filsky to catch back up. I'm going to scroll back up towards the front, see what we got going on at the lead. As Dunlap is pulling away from Schlinken. And it looks as though Schlinken is possibly struggling with this longer run here now.
Yeah,
as he looked like he was a little loose. I think Lando is now a lap down as well. So Dark Knight and Lando will be racing for the lucky dog at this point.
Wow.
No, I might have spoke too soon. As Schlink looks like he might be reeling back in the 10 of Dunlap. He's trying the middle line right now, and he's trying to take a lower apex exit there. Maybe gain a little exit speed.
Absolutely.
I think he's going to sacrifice a little bit of entry speed, though, by doing that. But it does look like he is catching the 10 car of Dunlap. And this is what you were saying.
As we got hot hit right behind Slinker here too.
Yeah, in 3rd place. He's quite a bit back though. He's about a 2.5 seconds back off these guys, if I had to guesstimate. As we have the lap cars of Lightning Lando and Dark Knight between 2nd and 3rd position. Lap 30 right now, so 40 laps to go in stage 1. Dunlap is pulling away a little bit more again, as it looks like Frankenstein is now a lap down. Or about to be. Dunlap has almost caught the bumper of Frankie here. As Hollywood moving up, he is now in 4th place. He got around Anxious Yeti. I think Hollywood really set his car up for the long run, like you were talking about, Pyle, where most of these guys start having to feather their throttles. somebody like Hollywood, he's still running wide open, so he sacrificed short run speed for that long run speed.
Absolutely.
As Rye is starting to get really loose on exit now, he's going to lose a position, possibly to Hollywood here. Yes, he did. So Hollywood is now third place, fourth Rye, fifth Anxious Yeti.
As Frank just went a lap down.
Oh, wow. So a lot of things happening here early. We have three good drivers, and Frank, Lando, and Dark Knight all a lap down. So that's only one of them can get the lucky dog free pass. So what do the other two do? It's going to come down to pit strategy and hoping for cautions.
It is. It is going to come down to pit strategy, but it's also going to depend on when does the caution come out and if a caution comes out.
Absolutely. As that number 10 matte black Nutrien car is still out here leading. He has led the majority of the laps so far.
Absolutely, he has, and he's been fast all week long during practice. So I mean, I knew that he's going to be a strong contender tonight.
Something must have happened to Schlinken. Maybe he went down pit road. I'll have to check pit road real quick because Hollywood is now second. Schlinken is on pit road. He is moving, so it must have been a scheduled pit stop. I think he's cutting the stage. As Rye is still showing 30 laps left on a fuel run. As Schlinken is now a lap down as well.
Yep.
So staying out may be an advantage for somebody like Lightning, Lando, and Dark Knight now. As if they can stay ahead.
Passing Memphis.
Dunlap working hard to put Collins a lap down.
Putting a lot of good cars down, a lap down very early in the stage.
As he will. I think Collins gave him the low side there. I'm not trying to hold the leader up. He knows that he's got a good gap on Frankenstein, so as of right now, he would be the lucky dog.
Absolutely. He would be.
Try to scroll through as we see Dark Knight. Hollywood has gotten around Dark Knight as Rye and Hollywood are battling for position, sort of here. Hollywood is in second. Dark Knight is a lap down, but he's been holding up with these guys in the top 5. So he's definitely got a fast machine.
He does. He definitely does.
Same with Lando back there. It's unfortunate that they are a lap down.
Yep. As we got Dark Knight going into the pits.
Not a bad decision. It's kind of what I expected. Some people are going to run this as far as they can and then maybe just do a splash of fuel in a qualifying setup. Others are going to try to cut the stage. There's only 29 laps left in stage 1. So very easily can get to the end here.
As we got Hothead in the pit roads.
That is third place pitting with 29 coming to 28 laps to go. Hollywood is still out on the track as well as our leader Dunlap. As I believe Biker may be a lap down now.
Nope, Happy's in the pit as well.
Happy is in, okay. Hollywood just let Schlinken go as Schlinken is a lap down and already pit. Now Schlinken's the one to watch because he was by far the shortest pit strategy guy here.
Yes.
And
absolutely.
The issue with that is if you don't cut the stage like perfectly in half, you're going to deal with the same issues. So maybe he made adjustments to where the car will be better on a long run. But if he did not address those issues, he's got a very long run here to get to the end.
Yes, he does. And it's going to be a painful long run because if you're loose, it's not easy to hold on to these things, especially being as loose as you can.
Absolutely.
So it's a gamble that you take.
As Dunlap is still out here punishing these guys, as he's probably got a 3-second lead over second place, which is Hollywood.
And Jinx has made it.
Jinx has made it. I take back what I said. He did not abandon the HDRS family, guys. He did show up.
Absolutely not. I would never do that.
Better late than never.
No, I mean, I had to watch the season finale of Halo.
Oh, I already explained it to all our fans here, and there's a lot of boo jinx comments on the stream.
Oh, well, those guys will immediately be kicked.
Which is a 10-point penalty for anyone who says boo jinx.
Just so you know, the season finale of Halo brings the game into the show, and it's amazing.
Right on. Did they send you an invite to the game? I made sure to tell them to do that.
I'm in the lobby right now.
Okay, awesome. As we'll go ahead and
I'm outside smoking a cigarette, but I'm in the lobby.
So we'll go ahead and fill Jinx in right now. This has been a Dunlap-dominated race so far in Stage 1.
Yes, it has been.
Ooh, I may have him fill in for me tomorrow.
Not that it would really matter unless you're trying to beat me out of another damn fucking... swear jar.
Swear jar.
Swear jar, buddy.
Ruh-roh, racer will just cussed. But yeah, Wade Dunlap runs. He's running on his own, so he's out here fighting for a championship in the Xfinity Series. And he looks the best of all these cars on worn tires so far, Pyle. I don't know if you've noticed that.
How's this race gone? Has there been a lot of cautions? Not a lot of cautions?
No cautions.
No cautions.
Not a single caution.
Good stuff.
We did have one hiccup where they ran about 10 laps and then somebody lagged out and they restarted the race.
Ooh.
So that was kind of odd to deal with, but and at that point I was alone in the stream, so I had to deal with that for like the first 15 minutes.
Well, that's Pyle's fault, obviously.
Yeah, absolutely. I will make sure that I take an onion away from his birthday present.
Oh, God, then he's going to have a horrible day.
As our leader Dunlap is on pit road.
Yes, he is.
As I see right now, from what I'm seeing from Rye's stream, staying out is probably going to be, as Mr. Twoon says, always Pyle's fault in the chat. Twoon always coming to Pyle's defense right there. Always the onion's fault.
Well, you know.
Always the onion's fault. That's for sure. Sometimes.
As we're seeing here, I don't know, Pyle. I think staying out might be the way to go because Rye short pitted. And he's stuck back there in 11.
One tires could be good if your setup is right.
Yes.
As Hollywood is the new leader now, let me rotate to him as he is still staying out on those worn tires. That may be a key to victory here as we are down to 16 laps remaining for Hollywood.
In stage one?
In stage one. As I think Hollywood put Happy a lap down, which is the fill-in for Pyle. Never want to see that.
Yeah, I mean, Pyle can't race, but he's in the booth.
Yeah. The booth doesn't require the use of bending your elbow there, Mr. Halo Series finale is more important.
Yeah, this is for sure. At least I show up.
I mean, if
as
you were a 90s kid, you know Halo was the game.
Hollywood has Dunlap a lap down, and I know Hollywood's... Oh, he's just going to let him go. He says, I don't want none of that.
Nope.
As Rye has now worked himself back up to 8th position, but he is still a lap down.
When I jumped into the race, Anxious, I'm assuming, got the pole because that's the first car I got locked off.
Schlinken got the pole.
Yes.
So did Schlinken back out?
I was on Anxious as soon as I jumped into the
we
race,
must have lost Schlinken then. It is a school night.
It is a school night.
It is.
As the 4 of Collins is on pit road. He's moving, though.
Collins has been doing decent tonight. He was in the top 10.
Let me see if I can find Schlinken.
As Rye is trying to get his lap back from the 19, he is fighting hard for it. And Hollywood's not just going to let him have it either. Rye fights back on the inside. Hollywood's got no chance but to let him go here.
Schlinken is still running.
Schlinken is still running.
Get him, Rye, says Twoon. Rye did get around Hollywood.
Yes, he did. Good stuff,
So I
Ryan.
believe he's back on the lead lap now, but he is in 8th position. So that means Hollywood has 9th place and back, 1 lap down. As we see Lightning, Lando, and Dark Knight still battling behind him, who I believe they are doing their absolute best to just run this entire fuel run out, as they pit way early.
Yes, they did.
But I don't blame them, as we saw Dark Knight spin on the candy cane. Our leader, Hollywood, down pit road right now. Dark Knight spun on the candy cane. Lando got caught up in some trouble back there, so they have to play pit strategy in the stage 1 because there are other cars ahead of them that would receive the lucky dog.
So if Hollywood's on pit road right now, that should put Dunlap back into the lead, correct?
We will see. We will see. Depends on what Mr. Hollywood does. If he goes rights only,
or even fuel.
Yeah,
as we have 8 laps remaining in stage 1. 19 still in the lead. He did do, I believe, rights only, as he is off pit road already. The 19 is still our leader. Dunlap just now coming off 3 and 4. Just fuel, says Twoon. So Hollywood says my car can make it, but we have Dunlap charging hard out of 3 and 4 right now with 6 to go.
Commenting while driving, I feel like he has a substitute driver on his controller.
it's Twoon commenting.
Oh, okay.
The Mr. Twoon, aka 2-time Twoon, as he is a 2 times defending Truck Series champion.
Yes, he is.
But
I would love to see. I would love to see
getting there.
him
He's got a lap car in front of him.
He is heavily gaining on Hollywood. I think Hollywood may have messed up. I think no tires was not the call, as Dunlap is there.
Dunlap is there. Those tires are going to help Dunlap as he's going to get
with
by.
4 laps to go. Yep. Well, maybe Hollywood was just playing stage 2 out, because Hollywood did start at the back, so even starting second is a victory for him for stage 1.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
As our overall race leader so far, Dunlap, is just going to drive on by, just a Saturday stroll.
Absolutely.
And this is what you see when you get them stretched out.
As Happy is battling, he's going to take the inside from Hollywood, as is Anxious Yeti. And I believe that might be for position. I think Anxious Yeti might be our second place driver.
It's quite possible. I mean, depending on when he pit and if he pit the right spot.
Because Anxious was running 3rd prior to pit stops.
Yes, he was.
So I think Hollywood learned no tires, no bueno.
Yeah, no tires, no bueno.
As this is the final lap of the stage. And it will be, Biker hits the wall hard on the inside. That is the end of stage 1, ladies and gentlemen. I will give you the top 10 here just momentarily as it pops up on my screen. All right, top 5 is, please scroll up, Rye. I think first Dunlap, second is Anxious, third Hollywood, 4 Death Behind, or Schlinken won the stage. How did that happen? Second Dunlap, third Hollywood, 4th Death Before Dishonor, 5th is Rye, 6th Memphis Phoenix, 7th Filski. Wow, and then 8th King Canute, 9th Binu Stew, and 10th Happy, who will be the lucky dog recipient. Good news for King Pile up here.
Yes, sir.
What did Schlinken do to get that stage win?
Maybe that early pit did help.
Or maybe you're early pitted, just fuel only.
Maybe he took rights only on an early pit. That might have worked, because as we saw, no tires did not work for Hollywood.
No. And Schlinken is in the pits, lagged out.
Wow.
Wow.
Well, he got a stage win there, and that's going to help him a little bit, but
And we
last
got
place
Dunlap
points
in the
will
lead.
not. As Dunlap is leading with Hollywood on the outside. Death Before Dishonor in third. Memphis Phoenix up to
Ooh,
fourth place.
Anxious bounce off the rumble, off the candy canes. That's the thing, man. I mean, you have to understand. It's a rough thing on the restart. Don't hit the candy canes.
Yeah, top
Yeah.
5 right now. Dunlap, Hollywood, Death Before Dishonor, Memphis Phoenix, Rye, and Filski.
I want to see Memphis Phoenix put in a good show here.
I know he's got the talent. He just needs
Yeah,
he needs
he
to have
does.
it all put together. As this is a little bit of a shorter stage with only 66 laps. And once again, want to tell you all to like, comment, and subscribe to Hammer Down Racing Series on our YouTube channel. And do not forget to hit that notification bell, as it will alert you every time we go live, and you will not miss a single second of the electrifying action that is Hammer Down Racing.
Yes, it looks like Dunlap is able to pull away. Like, I feel like if you're up front at Martinsville, you can run any line you want, and you're not
absolutely.
battling with everybody around you.
You're just qualifying if you're in the lead.
Oh, yeah.
As he's just walking away from Death in Hollywood.
You know, as we saw earlier in the first stage, Pyle,
Yep.
I don't expect to see much from Hollywood early, as it seems that he really has his car set up for lap 30 and beyond.
Yes,
I
I
think-
say about between 30 to 36 laps. That's when his car starts to come in, and that's when everybody else's car starts to fall off.
Exactly. So him letting Dunlap go was a good idea, because he just needed to get himself in the top 5 for the start of the second stage. And once his car comes alive, I think he may have the fastest long run car on the track.
This is a good possibility. This is a very good possibility.
As Hollywood, I mean, he's still got a good short run car. It's just not as fast as Dunlap. As he gives Death a little bump and run there. See what Death has to say about that coming into 1 and 2 here.
Just a little bump back.
As Filski has moved into 4th, Anxious Yeti in 5th. Or no, wait, that's Memphis Phoenix still in 5th. King Canute in 6th. In 7th place, I believe, is Rye. And that number 8 Poppy Chevy. As Dunlap has just said, later guys, good luck.
He's like, you guys have fun battling for second.
If it keeps going on like this, Dunlap's going to Dunlap the whole field.
Wow. Is that Visceral Killer's popsicle stick joke of the night?
No, it's just how terrible my everyday sense of humor is. As Jinx, you know, when you have your have a kid, they give you a complimentary pair of New Balance white sneakers on the way out of the hospital.
Yep. And some tube sock. Followed by a headache and anger management.
Gotta have those tube socks though, because as you get older, man, those ankle socks don't cut it. They just dig into the ankle too hard.
You get blisters.
As we have Happy drive around Lando.
I believe that is for position. No, it is not, because Happy is on the lead lap, filling in for Pyle. I'm going to try to find a battle here. I'm back here watching a battle between Collins and Frank. Binu Stu has gotten up there in the top 5, as I believe he is running 5th now, maybe 6th. As Filski and Rye are battling. Let me try to go to that one. Filski, Memphis, and Death Before Dishonor are battling here, as Filski is on his way up to 3rd now. He may have something. He may have figured it out on that pit stop.
Ooh, 3 wide. Biker,
Memphis Phoenix.
Shady, and Travis.
That matte black really does look good on that 18 Monster Energy Toyota.
It does.
As Memphis is up to his bumper now. He almost gave him a bump there. He's going to try to get around him. As those two, the 18 and the 1, are catching the 19 of Hollywood. With Death Before Dishonor close to their bumper, and I believe that is Dark Knight running up there too, who has a great car. He just needs to get that lucky dog, and right now, he is the man to get it. Filsky to the bumper of the 19. He's going to try to get around him here. As everybody appears to have heeded the admin's advice tonight, as we've seen some pretty clean racing. I'm really impressed with what this Xfinity race has shown us this so far here early in stage 2.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of good clean battles, good racing.
A lot of
good,
take,
clean
yeah.
racing. I mean, awesome job, boys. Keep it up.
I mean, you got to expect the bumper at Martinsville, but they're doing it in such a clean way that it's really impressive.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
As we're rolling with Filsky, our second place driver, who is, I'm going to try to guesstimate here as I go back to Dunlap. Dunlap is roughly, wow. He's an entire turn at least ahead of second place.
Oh, wow.
He's going into 3 now, and second just got off of, or he's going into 1 now. It's second just got off of 3 and 4.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So Dunlap is very fast
He's
here.
rolling. Yeah, he's rolling.
We're on lap 21 of 66 right now in stage 2. That's just a guy who came out here and absolutely nailed a setup.
Absolutely.
It definitely takes driver skill, but having such an amazing setup really does help.
Yes, it does. It really does.
Schlinken said he took 4 tires and full fuel to win that stage.
Good stuff, buddy.
As Twoon's picked to win the race as Dunlap, well, Mr. Twoon, what made you think Dunlap's a safe pick to win this race? He's only led every lap.
And Skiller, I'll be right back.
Alrighty. Let's scroll back through the field here. As we have Dark Knight still fighting to get his lead lap back. Right now, he is in the best position for it. Right behind Hollywood, who is in third, with Filsky in second. And this is about the time in the run where we're going to see that 19 of Hollywood start to kick it into gear. I think fourth place is, get back up there. Fourth is going to be Death Before Dishonor. And I think fifth is Memphis Phoenix having another good run out here. Well, definitely a good strategy there, Schlinken. Wish you could have finished this race out. As Dark Knight gets around the 19 of Hollywood. And we have Rye up to 6th position. 5th place Memphis. 4th place Death Before Dishonor. Once again, still Dunlap running away with this race right now. I believe NASCAR is going to want to look at that car after this race here, as he is flying around these turns here at the paperclip. That is Martinsville. Once again, want to remind everybody that Hammer Down Racing Series is brought to you by Captain Dave's Master Bait and Tackle. You know, home of the Red Rocket Hot Dog Special. They also have a buffet. And they just opened up their new child pin area, so you can enjoy your meal without having to worry about your kids screaming. And once again, we do have to warn you guys that there is no lifeguard on duty in the child pin. But once again, come down to Captain Dave's Masturbate and Tackle off County Road 43 and Unknown Road. If you reach the rusted out Coke machine, you've gone too far. Back to the action here, though. We have, I think B-News Stu maybe took over 7th position as he and Anxious Yeti are battling here. Lando right ahead of them, who is a lap car. King Canute having a good top 10 showing here, so I believe he's in 7th or 8th. I think Happy is still in 9th, maybe 10th. All right, Twoon found the Coke machine. So you've gone too far. You're going to want to do a U-turn in Old Man Jenkins' front yard. And then go back about 100 yards. It'll be on the right. You can't miss it. As we can see now, Hollywood's car coming in on this late run, as he is going to try to pass Filski here on the inside for 2nd place. And I believe he'll get it done. Oh, he cut the nose. Big caution. 18 and 19 hard into each other. As I believe that will bring our first caution out of the race. Heavy damage, and I believe Filski is not going to be happy with the move Hollywood put on him there. As it did appear as the 19 cut the nose, trying to exit there. Wow. Maybe, I guess Hollywood thought he was clear there, and just wasn't quite clear, and he did clip the nose of Filski there. And heavy damage to both those machines. So they're going to lose quite a bit of position here on the track as we exit this pit stop. Unfortunate to see 2nd and 3rd place get into each other like that. I bet they'll restart probably 8th and 9th now. As Dunlap is now in 1st. Still in 1st. I don't know why I said now. Death Before Dishonor, 2nd. 3rd place, Rye. 4th place, Memphis. 5th, B-News Stew. That is our top 5 coming into turn 1 and 2. 19 of Hollywood all over B-News Stew's bumper saying, get that thing moving, sir. Filski up there, now trying to pass Hollywood on the high side. As I believe Dark Knight should be back on the lead lap now, too, because he started at the back of the pass. I believe he was our free pass recipient. Rye having a good showing here, quietly just running top 5 all day as he is in 4th. King Canute is in 5th. B-News Stew 6th, Hollywood 7th, Filski 8th. Rye holding on to 4th strong here as he did get around King Canute. Canute's going to try to shoot it. Backs off if he thinks better. He's just going to run behind him for now. Filski able to get around the 19, now trying to get around the 5 of B-News Stew. B-News Stew said this is his worst track on the circuit, and I'm just not seeing it. He's been quietly a top 6 car all day. Yeah, it did look kind of, to me, Twoon, it looks kind of like, oh no, King Canute just lagged out, I believe. Oh no. Wow, that is unfortunate. As I was saying, though, Twin, it looked like maybe Hollywood just thought he was clear, but he wasn't clear because Filski got such a run on the high side. I don't think it was any kind of intentional thing there. I think it was just, a racing accident. As Memphis Phoenix has gotten around Death Before Dishonor for 2nd place. Memphis Phoenix is the number 1, Twin. He joined about 3 races before the playoffs, and I believe he would have been locked in if he started a early season with these guys, because he has showed speed every single race so far, as his eyes are now set to catching the 10. As we got Death Before Dishonor in 3rd. 4th place is Rye, and I believe 5th place is Filski. We're on Rye here. Well, I once again want to thank for giving me the stream that gives me the lap count and everything like that. As we have 21 laps remaining in stage 2. And I believe we'll start seeing pit stops any second now. Schlinken super short pitted that first stage and ended up getting the stage win over Dunlap. So maybe we see somebody take a page out of that book and try to copy what he did. We got a big battle mid-pack here with Biker, Shady Acres, Travis, Frankenstein, Lando. 3 wide, Biker hard into the wall. Very hard. Frankenstein taken out due to that racing there. As I believe Biker just overdrove that turn, and it's going to bring out our second caution of the race, which some of these lap down cars are going to enjoy seeing, but I know these leaders are not going to be happy about it. But it pretty much decides everyone's fate here, is this will be the only pit stop you have to make. We may see somebody try to stay out, but I don't think it would be a good idea, as fresh tires are going to be much better here and definitely much faster. As I believe Happy has gotten himself up into the top 5 now. Dunlap first, Memphis second, Death Before Dishonor third, Rye fourth, Happy fifth, Hollywood sixth. And, you know, that's awesome for King Pile out here. If this was iRacing, we'd have no fenders left. Absolutely, Twin. Dunlap Racing taking the green here with Memphis Phoenix second. Third place is Death Before Dishonor. And fourth place was Hollywood. I believe B-New Stu did get around him. And I think the number one thing right now that is the best thing about this 10 car is it just seems like he has those restart gears absolutely nailed. He gets two or three tenths out in the lead before these other guys can settle down. Death Before Dishonor second now as he takes it away from the one car who is still holding hard on that high side there. And fourth now, B-New Stu having a good run out here. Dark Knight on the lead lap in this mix 2. Fighting with Happy, Lando, Filsky, and Rye. Once again, first place Dunlap. Second place Death Before Dishonor. Third Memphis Phoenix. Fourth B-New Stu. Fifth Hollywood. Sixth place Rye. Seventh Filsky. Eighth is going to be the fill-in Happy. Ninth is Biker with a little aggressive move there. Definitely bumped 08 of Dark Knight harder than I'm sure Dark Knight would have liked. Dark Knight going to give him the favor back. I'm going to stay on this battle here, as I'm sure Dark Knight is not happy with what happened just now. Now Lando on the bumper of Dark Knight. Anxious Yeti, our outside pole sitter, having some struggles back here as he is outside the top 10 currently. Yeah, Dark Knight has a great line. Very good at a track like Martinsville. As he is currently in 8th position, I believe. As Lando is now there. Lando in 9th. King Canute in 10th. Or Rye in 10th. Anxious in 11th. As I'm going to stay on this battle here as Biker went way high there. Dark Knight able to get around. Lando probably going to get around as well. Or Biker's going to push it back down on the inside. Lando did get the run, though. Dunlap still leading this race. Not as big of a lead, though, as Death Before Dishonor is not that far behind him, with Memphis Phoenix running third in that number 1 Oreos machine.
Alright, gentlemen, I'm back.
Just me right now, Pyle.
Oh, alright.
As we have 6 laps left in stage 2.
Oh, wow.
Same old story, same old song and dance. Still got Dunlap leading, but second place is a new face with Death Before Dishonor. Memphis Phoenix in third. Fourth is Happy. You gotta love to see that. And then fifth place is Filski.
All right, absolutely good stuff, boys. Was there any cautions while I'm gone?
There was 2, and we'll be in the admin chat after the race, so I'll talk to you about some things.
10-4.
Yep, 4th Happy, 5th Filski. I'm going to try to get back there to that battle. As Dark Knight has now gotten around Hollywood. B-New Stu having a great day up there in 5th place.
Yes, he is.
6th place, Dark Knight. 7th is Hollywood. So Hollywood really doesn't want to see these short runs.
No, it does not.
8th place is Lando, and 9th place is Biker, and then 10th place is Rye.
Oh, wow. Okay. So the top 10 got shook up pretty well.
Yeah, a lot of new faces up here. Got fast drivers getting laps back, so patience has paid off.
Absolutely.
As I believe we're going to come down to 2 laps to go here. 1 lap to go here, actually.
1 lap to go. Actually, no, that was my the end of the stage.
That is the end of the stage, as Dunlap so far ahead of everyone else. Just finishes these stages off. Have your official Stage 2 top 10 here in just a moment with... Scroll up, Rye, scroll up. First place is Dunlap. Second is Death Before Dishonor. Third is Memphis. Fourth is Happy. 5th Filski. 6th B-New Stu. 7 Dark Knight. 8 Hollywood. 9 Lando. 10 Rye. 11 Anxious. In the 12th position, Travis getting a free pass. So he will be back on the lead lap. With Biker in 13th, 2 lap down.
Wow. Right on board with Dunlap, looking at the rest of the field here.
Absolutely. As we'll see right here once again, Dunlap's gearing just gets him set. As we'll see if Death Before Dishonor can give him anything here, because he did finally get to second there. But Memphis Phoenix is not going to let him go. As, I heard some people into the wall back there. Looks like they, as Canute did lose connection. I'm so sorry to hear that, man. You had a good top 10 car. You were running 6th, 7th all night. It's unfortunate. But I know you'll be back and hitting it hard next week. Excited to see what you bring in the next race.
Absolutely.
As we are seeing something here, Kyle. Something we have not seen all race, which is the 1 car of Memphis Phoenix.
Yep.
On the bumper of the 10 of Dunlap. He has not dealt with that one time this entire race.
No, absolutely not. There he is, little bumper. Okay, good stuff.
I think Memphis is saying, I want to see what that fresh air feels like.
Absolutely.
I want to take that good, clean breath. But Dunlap, very strong car. Winner of Stage 2. Schlinken did win Stage 1. Most laps led by far Dunlap.
Absolutely. I mean,
103 laps remaining.
Long stage.
Long stage. It seems long, but 17 seconds a lap. Not even that. Right? Yeah, no, 18 seconds. 18, 19 seconds a lap. I don't know how fast these guys are running.
I'd say about 19.4, 19.3s.
Okay. Yeah, so, 3 laps a minute, so not too bad. We've probably got about 30 minutes left in this race. And Twin says, man, Memphis using that bumper.
Yeah. Yes, Memphis, use it up.
As he's
Rattle his
there, he's
cage.
not letting Dunlap go.
Nope,
And this is the only
absolutely not.
car we have seen right now who can even hang with Dunlap.
Yep, absolutely.
I'm going to stay on Dunlap right now until this one car either gets around him or goes away.
Oh, there he is.
What a great turn right there by Memphis Phoenix.
Great turn.
His entrance is so much better than Dunlap's right now.
Yes, it is. He's rotating so much better than Dunlap.
Now, as a setup man yourself here, what do you see that's giving him so much better rotation? Do you think it's got something to do with track bar or cambers, maybe his sway bar, or do you think it's just way jacked up, rear springs?
I think, to believe it or not, it's not. It's all about, for these Xfinity cars, or even in the Cup cars, it's all about just to have the better rotation and backing up your corners. This is the track that you need to back up your corners.
Very important on braking too. You have to.
Yes.
This is a track you have to practice, because if
Yes,
you don't and you come into it just rusty, you don't know where your car's preferred braking point is, because there's a point where you get on the brakes and where you let off.
Yes, it is.
And right now, the person who has mastered it the best is Dunlap.
Absolutely. He has mastered the best that I've seen, by far during this race. And I feel like the only way that you're going to outrun him or even try to contend to beat him on pit road is you got to do pit strategy. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
What I'm seeing now with a crazy new trend is Dunlap is in first, second is Memphis, third is Filski, and guess who is up to fourth place pile? Dark Knight.
Dark Knight, wow.
Dark Knight up to fourth position. And those top four have run away, as fifth position is going to be... See, I think it's Death Before Dishonor. Yes, sixth place is Happy. Seventh, Binu Stew. Eighth is Hollywood.
Okay. So, yeah, that's
Anxious Yeti out there in the battle, too.
I'm still watching Dunlap right now, but it's getting heated for the battle for the lead right now.
All right, I'm going to go back up there to the front.
Dunlap overshot it.
Oh, Memphis is there. Dunlap hits the wall. Memphis inside. He's going to have the preferred line here. Can he break it? Oh, he overbraked. He wanted to stay out of the 10 car, and he overbraked a little bit.
Well, don't
and look who's on his
bumper. You got
Filski
coming. You got Dark Knight coming.
Filski and Dark Knight. Once again, these entrances to the corners, Memphis is looking faster, but Dunlap has that amazing carry off speed. As Filski's inside, Filski's going to get there.
Oh.
Woo. Good night, Mr. Canute. Sorry, unfortunate that you had that lag out issue. You're a great driver. I know you'll be back hitting it hard next week.
Yes, sir. We'll definitely... Sorry you had to let the lag out, buddy. We'll definitely see you next week. We'll definitely go get them.
Yeah, thank you guys. Thanks for all the support that everyone gives us here in the Hammer Down Racing Series. Once again, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And hitting that notification bell, too. That way you're alerted every time we go live. You can set that up for text message or email, whatever your preferred method is. And it will let you know, because sometimes we do silly streams of qualifying or practice or things like that throughout the week, so you don't miss a single second of the electrifying action that is Hammer Down Racing. Up and coming league right now. We keep getting more subscribers every week, more viewers, and just want to thank everybody who does, join in. It really helps us out. And our main thing here is you, the fans, is we're going to have some big things coming to you guys in season 4. So make sure you stick around to find that out.
Yes, absolutely.
As we still have Dunlap dominating, Memphis Phoenix second. Ooh, Dark Knight hard into the wall in fourth. Filski is in third. And Happy is into 5th with Death Before Dishonor behind him.
All right. In the top 5. As we see Dunlap just steadily walking away a little bit.
He's done it after 10 laps every single time so far.
Yep, absolutely.
If Dunlap loses this race, it's due to some kind of crazy pit strategy, which these guys have to start tinkering with in their heads. Because, you know, they're out there running this race. They can see that ticker, and they know that Dunlap is getting smaller and smaller every lap, and there has to be something they can do about it, which would have to be a pit strategy.
Yeah, you gotta have the pit strategy. You gotta have to do, you know, it's gonna come down to it. How many?
So, 84, so about 24 laps away from a realistic fuel-saving run.
Oh, wow. Yeah, well, as we got Dark Knight underneath Bilski.
Dark Knight, very fast. He won all the practice races. Memphis did not show up. Filski did not show up. So we're seeing a lot of people who didn't run practice being big dogs here at the race.
Absolutely.
As I believe Memphis is still the second fastest car on the track at the moment. It's a battle between him and Dark Knight for second fastest.
Yep.
And as you can see, if you look at the normal race view of Memphis, Dunlap hasn't pulled away like he has been.
Dark Knight underneath Memphis.
Yeah. Dark Knight is into second in the Bucked Up Energy 08 Camaro. After that early spin off a candy cane that did not bring out a caution, he fought his way through, got his lap back, and look at him up here in second place trying to run down his buddy Dunlap. They are usually the Gravedigger boys as they run such similar paint schemes, but Dark Knight going bucked up this week. He's buck wild.
Yes, he is.
As you can say, he just doesn't give a buck.
Ooh, Big, Shady, and Frank around.
Big Reg, Frank and Shady. Whoa, collected the 18. Hopefully that damage does not count.
Oh.
I believe the caution came out prior to that incident, so.
I hope they did.
This changes things. This is still a one-pit race. We have 79 laps to go. They still have to pit.
They do.
Wow, that changes everything.
It does. It really does change everything. Because, what do you do? 4 tires,
that killed pit strategy.
No tires?
I say you split this at this point. 79 laps to go, so let's just say 76 after the caution. You split it into 2, so 38 laps each run is what I would do. That way you can take the 4 tires,
Absolutely.
As first place is Dunlap still. Second, Filski. Third, Dark. Fourth, Memphis. Fifth, Happy. Sixth, Death Before Dishonor. Seventh, Binu Stew. Eighth, Lando. And ninth, Anxious Yeti, with Hollywood rounding out our top 10. Oh, I know you're excited to see that 92 fill-in driver up there in the top 5 for you, Pyle.
Oh, it's great to see it.
You unfortunately had to miss with an elbow injury, and it's awesome to have a fill-in driver come in and help you out like that. Big shout-out to Ray Graham, a.k.a. Happy Racing.
Absolutely, yes.
Fantastic driver and an excellent pick here.
3 wide for the lead.
Oh, wow, this is crazy. As Dunlap is not leading this race.
No.
Dark Knight and Filski battling for the lead. Dunlap third. Fourth place, Happy. Fifth, Anxious Yeti. The serious Sasquatch is back up into the top 5. Binu Stew, 6th. 7th, Death Before Dishonor. 8th, Hollywood. As I want to stick it on Dunlap. I want to see what he can do now that he is in traffic. He's got 2 cars ahead of him. Can he pass?
He
And your boy Happy has you a top 5 if the race were to end right now.
Yes, he does.
Woo!
It's good to see it.
Yeah, giving you a a lot of help going into the next race, and I know you're going to take whatever finish he gives you and bounce and rebound off that and bring a lot of energy next week. Can't wait to see you on the track
absolutely.
again.
Absolutely.
Are we at Watkins Glen next week, or is that the week after?
I think that is the week after. I think we're at Las Vegas.
Las Vegas and then Watkins Glen, yeah.
Yes,
so
sir.
Once again, first race of the round of 12 here is at Martinsville. Next week we will be at Las Vegas with the Xfinity once again on Thursday at 9:30 Eastern Time. Cup Friday 9:30 Eastern Time, and Saturday the Trucks 9:30 Eastern Time. I myself, this Rule Killer, will be bringing you the Xfinity race and the Truck race on Thursday and Saturday, as well as running in the Cups on Friday, as well as King Pile will be in the Cup on Friday.
Yes, sir. And Xfinity on Thursday.
Yeah, and don't forget to tune in tomorrow for Martinsville Cup style. First race of the round of 12 at 9:30 Eastern. And then the Trucks on Saturday at 9:30 Eastern as well. And then a special bonus event on Sunday, which is Hammerdown Racing Series presents the Weekend Warriors League, which will be Sunday at 9:30 Eastern Time as well.
At Charlotte.
At Charlotte, the longest race of the season.
Yes, sir. And for what I'm seeing right now, for over there, I'm hoping for a W for there this week.
Ooh, I'd like to see you get it there, Pile. As wow, unthought of. I didn't think we would see this at all. Filski leading the race. Second place, Dark Knight.
Wow.
Third is Dunlap, and Dunlap is not on the bumper of these guys.
No, he's not.
So now we're going to see how important fresh air is. As look at Filski just pulling away from the 08. Is fresh air that important on this game at Martinsville?
Yes, it is.
It's looking like it.
Mm-hmm.
What an amazing comeback by Filski, rejoining HDRS late in the season this year, made the round of 12 with a victory on, I believe, second to last race he won. What was before New Hampshire? My memory evades me. But, yeah, Filski got that win, and then King Pile had an amazing crossover finish to get himself a win in the last race of the regular season and lock himself in. And then Happy is doing your car amazing justice, running in fourth place right now. With Filski first, Dark Knight second, third Dunlap. Fourth is going to be Happy filling in for King Pile, and fifth, I'll have to go back there to actually check that out. Fifth is, who is that? Binu Stew, top five in the 5 car. Sixth place, Hollywood. Seventh, Death Before Dishonor. Eighth, Anxious Yeti.
All right. What a varied turn of events here.
As we're about probably 10 laps away from a realistic pit stop that could get you to the end.
Yes, sir.
Oh, Dunlap giving Filski the bumper. Dark Knight, new leader. Dunlap second. Filski third. Happy in fourth. Wonder what happened to Filski there that made him lose the lead as he gets into Dunlap a little bit on the exit of 3 and 4.
No.
Dark Knight our leader now. Dunlap right on the bumper. We got a 3-car battle for the lead. And if it starts heating up, we're going to have a 4, 5, 6-car battle for the lead, as Happy is not far off the bumper of Filski.
No, he's not.
Man, what a top 5 would do for you, Pile, having to miss due to injury.
This is true, and no matter where I finish, where Happy finished tonight, even if it's in the top 5, top 10, still a great finish overall. But going into Las Vegas, it's one of my favorite tracks. And
Pile's got that Las Vegas Lightning, and I know he's going to bring it in both the Cup and the Xfinity next week. As Frank gets out of the way of these leaders, just goes a little bit on the high side there. Happy's going to pass on the bottom here. Happy is catching these leaders, by the way.
Yes, he is.
So
he really is.
A victory is not out of the realm of possibility as Filski got back around Dunlap. And so far, fresh air is definitely helpful here. But so far, the fastest guy with fresh air has been the 10 of Dunlap.
Yes,
as with Dark out in front right now, he's not getting as big of a jump on these guys as we saw Dunlap get.
No, he didn't. No, he's not. I wonder if the track is changing. You know,
we're pretty late into the third stage here. A lot of rubber on the track. You know, it's probably heated up. It's later in the day, so a lot of rubber, a lot of grip, but it's also very loose on exit due to the high heat midday like this. So
yes, it is.
We're seeing cars be fast that weren't fast before, as we have Dark Knight starting to establish a bit of a lead here. Filski getting himself a little bit of a lead over third place Dunlap as well. And Happy on the bumper of Dunlap now, trying to take third place away from him.
Yes, he is. See if there's any more action around the track here.
I'm keeping it right here on Filski for the moment because he's gaining back on Dark Knight right now. Okay. And with the view, I also have view of the battle between the 10 of Dunlap and the 92 of Happy, which is once again a fill-in for King Pyle, who was generous enough to join me in the booth tonight.
Absolutely.
As I will give you a lap count here in just a second. As these guys are down to about 40 laps of fuel, as we see the 5-car of Binu Stu peel down. So he's confident he can make it to the end now. As we have 50 laps remaining. So he's trying to get a very long run going. He's going to go 4 tires and fuel here. And he's going to try to stretch a long run out as Dark Knight pulling away a little bit. Filski in second, third place Dunlap, and fourth is Happy Racing.
Ooh,
Dunlap got a little squirrely there. And now fifth place is Hollywood, who loves the long run. I imagine we see somebody like Hollywood push his car as far as he absolutely can.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Maybe to the point where there's only 20 laps remaining, we might see Hollywood go.
This is true. You never know.
As once again, want to give a shout out to Rye, or AKA HDRS Hothead RTR, for providing the stream tonight, so I can give you guys an accurate lap count and an estimated fuel count for these guys. As we had a car inside around, I believe that was Shady Acres. May have been Biker.
No, it is Shady Acres.
As second place is Filski. Third is now Happy. Fourth, Dunlap. Fifth is Hollywood.
All right. Good stuff. Is there a caution?
It is a caution. And that hurt somebody like Binu Stu, who came down early unless he stays out. But, oh man, a little bit of worn tires now. He may take over first, but can he hold off these fast drivers on those slightly worn tires? As everybody will make it to the end here on a full tank of gas with only 45 laps remaining, which will be roughly 42 after the caution laps are served.
Yep. Absolutely.
So, unfortunate for somebody like Binu Stu, who took a big strategy change there. For everybody else, I imagine they're pretty happy here. As our leader is the 08 of Dark Knight. Second is the 18 of Filski. Third, Happy. Fourth, Hollywood. Fifth, Dunlap. Sixth, Death Before Dishonor. Seventh, Lando. And eighth, Rye. As Dunlap is not used to being in traffic like this, and his car seems to be struggling just a little bit. But he is on the inside, 3 wide here, coming to the line. Dunlap inside. Filski got around with a high side run. Happy and Dunlap fighting. Hollywood inside, going to make it 3 wide again. And where'd he come from? Lightning Lando taking it 4 wide. He backs off. He thought better of it. Hollywood gets into Dunlap a bit there. A little bit of a door bang as the 2 leaders have just run away of Dark Knight and Filski with all this heavy battling here. Still a lot of laps left, guys. 2 cars heavy into the wall. B-News Stu was one of them back there caught in traffic.
Oh, man.
Hollywood's going to make the pass on Dunlap here as Dunlap scrapes the wall a bit. Lando now into the picture. Might have had himself a Lightning Larry's Lemonade during that last pit stop. Once again, Lightning Larry's Lemonade sold at all Captain Dave's locations. It is a 24-ounce can, and it's got 3 times the energy of a Red Bull, and it's 19% alcohol by volume.
Oh, wow. Okay, good stuff.
Yeah, once again brought to you by Captain Dave's Master Bait and Tackle. Now featuring their new child pen. You can eat without worry, as your children are in a protective gate. There is no lifeguard on duty
though. As we got Lando and Death, and we got Happy and Lando going at it right now.
I want to go to the battle for the lead now, as
okay.
It is heating up.
Okay.
Filski is on the bumper of Dark Knight, and he gave him a tap there. He bubble affected him.
Yes, he did.
But Dark Knight held the turn perfect. He did not get loose or anything. He just maybe adjusted his brake or his, gassing point there.
Yep, absolutely. Possibility. You never know.
As we are now at 35 laps remaining in the final stage here in the first race of the playoffs, brought to you by Hammer Down Racing Series, as we have the leader 08 Dark Knight, and second place in the 18 is Filski. And those two have broken away from the pack, as
yes,
I believe Dunlap is in third, fourth place is Hollywood.
Wow. Okay.
Clean air has shown to be very important here, as we're going to give you all a
absolutely.
ride along here from the bumper of the 18 of Filski as he's trying to track down the leader. And he's having to overdrive the entry a little bit, just trying not to lose that time on him. They're pretty neck and neck right now. No, Brandon Lawler, these are not sliders. This is a custom setup here. Xfinity is 100% race length on ×2 tire and fuel settings with custom setups here in Hammer Down Racing. Battle between the 08 and the 18 still happening. 08 braked a little late there. 18 might take advantage. He's there. He is there. Just one mistake like that is what it takes at a track like Martinsville.
Yes, it does.
And look at Filski rotating those corners. He is having excellent corners right now. He goes a little high there, is not to hit the 08. He's going to get a good run off, though, so he won't lose much time. We may see a bump and run here from Filski at any point, though, as that's really about the only way, as long as you do it fair. It's really about the best way to get around somebody here, is just give him a little push.
Oh, yeah.
Just knock him up half a lane or so. As he has much better entrance right here. I'm watching it from his hood cam.
Okay.
With that beautiful matte black and the Monster Energy symbol there.
Ooh. Somebody around in turn 1.
I think that was Collins, as Collins is slow on the high side now. I believe he'll let these guys go. As Filski, smart racing move there. Goes up to get the draft off of Collins. Gain a little more speed here on the 08 as they are still bumper to bumper. Filski looking very strong here. Hit the candy cane a bit. Had to back out. He probably lost about 2 or 3 tenths there.
Ooh, somebody around. Be new.
That's unfortunate. B-New has had a top 5 car all day.
Yes, he has been.
Memphis Phoenix kind of fell off a bit. He's back to 10th. Just being stuck back there in traffic is not good. You do not want to be back there.
No, you do not. You really do not, because I mean, it is so hard to pass, and
so hard to pass, and then on restarts too, people not hitting their brake zones correctly. You're going to get damaged. You're going to get hit in the rear, maybe hit somebody else.
It's a chain reaction.
As we are, I will let you all know in just one moment. Coming to 24 laps remaining. 24 short laps. Yeah, Dark, absolutely, Twoon. Dark's patience is being tested right now because Filski's still there. Dunlap third, fourth, Hollywood. Hollywood maintaining a good, strong top 5 today.
Yes, he is.
As I'm going to hold it on Dunlap here, his car looks very clean. A little bit of front end damage to be expected with the braking points on this game. Still a top 5 for Happy Racing, filling in for King Pile up here. Back to the leader of Dark Knight. Filski's still not going away. He's still about 2/10 behind him. Enough for draft. He's just got to hit his turns. And might cause a little anxiety there for the leader as he knows that a guy is there with the same amount of speed that he has. And a pit stop still remaining. I do believe it. Maybe not. They may not have to pit.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think they have to pit, as I believe we're at 22, maybe 21 laps remaining now. Probably, if they took full fuel, they got about 45. With 20 laps remaining. And so they're good to go to the end.
Yes, they are.
Whose car can hold on the longest right now? Because I imagine they're getting to that part in the run where they can't be wide open back in the gas. They got to start feathering a little bit because that car will want to kick loose on the exit, being such a flat track.
Absolutely.
Dark Knight still leading. Filski not giving up yet. Needs to just find something.
Ooh.
Doesn't want to overdrive the car here, though.
That's what he just did. He just hit the candy cane a little bit.
Dunlap in third. Our most laps led of the race is Dunlap, and he just kind of got stuck back there in traffic, and you can tell that his car was a front place car because it really prefers that fresh air.
Yes, it does.
As Filski is gaining a little bit time back on the 08. Fourth place is still Hollywood. Fifth place is still Happy. That's our top 5 at the moment. Just going to keep it on this Dark Knight battle with Filski. Filski, the man that will interrupt patience. Use that bumper, Filski. That's coming from Twoon. Two-time Twoon. 2 times Truck Series champion. Going for a third, as he's also locked in. So make sure you all tune in for that at 9:30 Eastern on Saturday night. I will be bringing you all that coverage as well. As this is Twoon and Travis's final run in the Truck Series, as they have been deemed godly and unable to run in that anymore. You got a lap car. Collins there. Maybe Collins throws a wrench in this.
Maybe.
Another draft grab by Filski here, just trying to get everything he can. Overran the turn a little bit there, but he's still right on the bumper.
Good corner there, Filski.
Not backing down. He's not letting this 08 just run away with an easy win.
No, he's not.
As we are at 13 laps remaining.
Oh, boy.
Coming to 12 to go.
And
what a race so far.
Traffic. Look at all the lap traffic.
I did not expect Dunlap to lose this race.
Uh-oh.
And he may not lose this race still. As Filski got beside, going for a crossover, he's there.
Oh,
he's all over the bumper of the 08. As we're coming to 10 to go here.
10 to go.
See what Filski can do. His car's handled well. He's had a fast car all day. So has Dark Knight, though. And the '08 Bucked Up Energy Chevy Camaro. 2 cars with the yellow stripes, in-game rookies, but these guys are no rookies. They are no slouches, and they are fighting for this victory.
Yes,
and right
they
now,
are.
Dark Knight is looking great. Dunlap is doing everything he can to gain some time. And I believe Happy is back there in 4th now with Hollywood in 5th.
All right.
Lando 7th, Anxious Yeti 8th, Ryan 9th, Biker in 10th, and Memphis in 11th.
Wow. Memphis, I wonder what happened to him.
Back there in traffic. It's hard to get, you get damaged, it's hard to get around people.
Because he hit the wall coming out.
As we are now at 8 laps to go, coming to 7 laps to go.
7 to go.
7 to go now. Oh, Filski wrecks it. Big wreck. Oh, no. May we see a caution here?
Caution.
That is a caution. We're going to have about 4 laps remaining here, ladies and gentlemen. 4 laps remaining in the Xfinity Series at Martinsville.
This changes everything.
Big race, too, as it is the first race of the round of 12. Dark Knight did not want to see that. Filski ran it hard, and he's going to have damage to repair now, too. So that's something he did not want to see. It's about to get real. Yes, absolutely, Bird.
It is.
As we probably have 4 to go. So there's no holding back here. This is where we see some aggressive driving, I imagine.
Oh, yeah. This is where you're definitely going to see it.
Dunlap to the lead. Lando in second.
Wow.
Some pit strategy coming out here. 3rd, Dark Knight. 4th, it's Death Before Dishonor. Oh, a push from Dark. He bump and runs him. No way. They are not going to be happy about that. Dark Knight says, no way I'm losing this to fuel strategy. Another caution. Another caution. There's no way, right?
Wow.
No, they're still green.
It's still green. No way.
Whew.
At the end of the race, another caution.
Have to see here. Think that might have been the end of the race. That was the end of the race.
Wow, Dark Knight as
Dark
your
Knight
winner.
1st, 2nd, Death Before Dishonor, 3rd, Happy, filling in for Pyle. So Pyle's happy.
Yes,
4th is
I am.
Rye, 5th is Biker.
Good stuff, Happy.
Wow. What a race. Who do you think we get in here, Pyle?
I say we get...
I'm going to say we keep it to 2 tonight. Maybe Dark Knight to get his view on that last restart, and then Dunlap to finish further back because he dominated. If you could get those guys invites, that would be amazing.
Absolutely.
Exactly what I expected on the final restart with 3 laps to go, though. It was nothing out of the realm of, we expected aggressive driving there at the end, and that's what we were given. And the recipient of the best finishing position, first place, is Dark Knight, our winner here tonight. See if we can't get these guys to come in here and join the booth, do a little post-race interview here.
Absolutely.
That looked eerily similar to how you got the win at New Hampshire last week, didn't it, Pyle?
It did. It really did.
Pretty much the same
See,
track, one's just a little bit larger.
that's it. It is Dunlap.
And here we are joined post race by Dunlap. Dunlap, you led absolutely more than half of this race. What happened? Was the car just that much different back in traffic? Let me get a bird's eye view from your perspective there.
Yeah, back in traffic, but then also people don't know how to use the brakes.
Yeah, definitely saw that out there. It will
Yeah,
be handled.
absolutely. Definitely saw that.
It's all good.
You had an amazing car out there,
Yeah,
Dunlap. I
you did.
believe you did have the fastest lap of the race as well. When you were out in clean air, nobody had anything for you. Unfortunate turn of events that you got put back there in, fifth, sixth spot, and that's exactly where you don't want to be because that's where, like you said, all the overdriving and lack of braking happens, and
Yep.
it's all been noted, but still great running out there, man. Excellent stage points for you.
Yeah, that's all
Um,
good about points.
Yeah, that was an amazing run out there, man. An impressive put down by there. I knew you had a great car. I didn't know how great until I saw you put it on the track tonight. But if this thing had stayed green, no cautions, and a lot of the incidents didn't happen, there was no way anyone had anything for you, except for possibly the winner of the race here, Dark Knight. Dark Knight. Those Gravedigger brothers.
I had something for him all night long. I just I screwed up,
You got
spun
bad
out
luck
right there in
tonight.
stage one. Yeah, well, I kind of got crowded in a way, and I was trying to stay up off the guy, and I just got on that candy cane and spun out, man.
Walk us through that last restart. I saw you put the bumper down, and I know why you did it. Let me get it through your eyes. What were you thinking there on that final restart?
Now that wasn't me. I didn't put the bumper down on Dunlap. I actually got slammed from behind and knocked into him.
Okay.
And he shot up the track right there at the end, and I was like, well, I got ran over basically, and it cost him. So I just stayed on in the gas because it wasn't my fault. Otherwise, I would have held up and gave it back to him. But that just wasn't the case. Somebody just coming there too fast, too hard, and it sucks because Dunlap probably would have got it, or it would have been a close finish between us two. But he had a good car. That mistake there in the first stage, and just luckily caught a caution in the second stage. Finally got back on the lead lap. Michael told me, y'all boys in trouble now.
What a comeback! What a recovery! We saw you hit the candy cane. I think it was lap 2 or 3. You hit that candy cane.
Yeah.
No caution came out. Go figure. It's always that way.
I almost got lapped, but I did get lapped. I just hung in there with the leaders.
Yeah, you were always, cautions came out, got you back on the lead lap. You methodically worked your way up to the front, showed that you had some true speed out there. The top 3 cars, you, Filski, and Dunlap, all ran 4s, and they were pretty close 4s. So I imagine you all had pretty similar speed out there. And I just want to congratulate you, Dark Knight. You are locked into the round of 12 in the playoffs and the Xfinity cars.
Man, I got to get a shout out to Filski there. He raced me pretty clean, and we had some good battling. He was putting the pressure on. He kept the pressure on there.
Yeah, he did. He raced you very clean, and congratulations. Welcome to the round of 8, and I'll actually see you next Thursday night then. They're dark and see if I can see what I can do there for you, buddy.
Yeah. I'll see y'all tomorrow night. I got a good one for
Absolutely.
tomorrow night.
Dark Knight also in the playoffs for the Cup race tomorrow, which will be at 9:30 Eastern Time, brought to you by Hammerdown Racing Series. And y'all looking forward to the race tomorrow?
Oh, yeah.
I'll be watching.
I ain't looking forward to starting in the back, but I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a fight.
Hopefully it's going to, it'll be a good race, and just put on a good show for our viewers.
I'll be watching.
I still apologize there, Dunlap, buddy, man. I wasn't ran me like that.
Your fault, buddy. Trust me. I know how you feel, buddy.
Congratulations to our race winner, Dark Knight here won the first race in the round of 12 here at Martinsville. It was a hard recovery that he had to get through to get on the lead lap even, and he came back and methodically worked his way through the field to get a victory. I think overall our best lap leader over here, Dunlap, should be happy still with his finish. Maybe could have gotten the win there, but definitely stage points helped him out a lot here. Excited to see what kind of energy you guys bring at Las Vegas next week and the Xfinity Series. But for myself, Visceral Killer in the booth, and my partner tonight, King Pile, who unfortunately had to miss the race due to injury, I just want to thank all of y'all who tuned in tonight. And once again, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the Hammer Down Racing series and hit that notification bell, as it will alert you so you don't miss a single second of the electrifying action that is Hammer Down Racing. So for myself and all of our drivers out here who put on a fantastic show, have a great night.